Interestingly, recently, Dell Curry was talking about him and Glenn Rice, and they said they could have been the precursor to the Splash Brothers. I didn't even really ever think about the two together like that. You know, Steph is so great, and there's no underestimating that you almost feel how great his father was for his time. I know his father's numbers of 16, 17,000 points might not seem like a lot, but that was a lot for that time. But the guy could flat out score. It's just that there was a different era of basketball because you were getting defended and you had to get your shots off. And then you had Glenn Rice, who I remember had a crazy, least scoring 10 points a game streak for a while, and he could flat out score. And to me, I guess it's because his wife was making a stink in the 2000 finals because Phil Jackson took him off. Remember, that was the 67 win Lakers team. I think he was one of the unsung heroes of that particular team, if you ask me, because they never had a pure guy who could score like that. And as great as Shaq was, and Shaq was barbecuing turkeys left and right. I mean, Kobe was coming to his own. Rick Fox did his thing, D Fish, and Ron Harper was huge and inspirational what he did. But Glenn Rice, that guy was a great fit for what they were doing. I mean, you really had no answer. And if he just purely was just scoring, it's kind of like what I would say later on about Carmelo Anthony. If you would cherry pick and you could just be a scorer on the team with the dominance and the prevalence that was coming on with that, oh, you were going to set yourself up for a ring or two easily. So, could Dell Curry and Glenn Rice have been a precursor to the Splash Brothers? And they're kind of, obviously, Charlotte um, wasn't exactly burning up the charts of the Rays, with what they were doing as a team. We understand that. We know that. We don't talk about the Charlotte Hornets and say, oh, but they had great players. They had Larry Johnson, they had Lonzo Mourning, they had some people there. But these two, if you were to put those two together today in the NBA today, imagine if Charlotte had them. Michael Jordan might still be the owner. I mean, they could flat out score. So imagine that today could have been a precursor because Dell could light it up, and Glenn could too. So it's like one of the best duos that you didn't get to see in totality that could have really made a difference. I mean, when you think about it, they really had a distinctive impact, and it's a trip when you think about it because it didn't get a chance to manifest. But oh, buddy, that could have been something. Sometimes I like to think about the what ifs and could haves because often than not, we get caught up talking about people that, yeah, we saw everything full play out, but wonder what it had been, especially if they had the green light they got today. Those two together,